Manchester City snatched a late 2-1 victory at Anfield against Liverpool. The gap is back to 6. The title race is officially on. Looking at the table and the final 13 games, what is your take? How do we approach this mentally without losing our head?
To be realistic, nothing has changed. Before the whistle blew at Anfield, we were 6 points clear. After the whistle blew, we're still 6 points clear. The only thing that changed was people's expectations on an outcome we have no power over. So my advice, keep your expectations on what we do have power over, which is Arsenal's games, to avoid unnecessary tension.
You can't help it when it comes to the Arsenal and the media, because after the City victory, it feels like the narrative shifted instantly though.
That's the media, innit?
Yeah.
That's the drama. The league wants a title race, and fair play, they've got one. But my advice to the team, remain calm, but do not get relaxed. There's a massive difference. We are officially at the final hurdle after the last 13, the business end of the season. And I'm sure the lads understand the gravity of it. It means no more slip-ups. Like I said, that loss against United was the reality check we needed. It stopped the dreaming and brought us back to life. If City went to Anfield and they won, why? Because they believe every game is winnable. Home turf, away turf, it don't matter. That has to be our mantra now. For the next 13 games, we need the belief that we can go anywhere and take 3 points. Brentford away,
Winnable.
Brighton,
Winnable.
at Tottenham,
Winnable.
even at the Etihad, we can do it and we will do it.
So that is a statement full of confidence and positivity. But we know the Premier League trophy won't be handed to us on a platter of gold.
Especially not with Pep Guardiola breathing down our necks. Now let's pivot to Sunderland game last weekend. 3 goals, 3 points.
Zubimendi scores, Gyökeres brace. We maintain our 6 points at the summit. But Zubi, in his new role, I know you've got a lot to say.
It's been a proper turnaround since that loss, hasn't it? We've smashed in 7 goals in 2 Premier League games. That loss didn't just recalibrate the squad, it was an eye-opener for Mikel. He finally saw the tweaks and he made the right call.
As painful as that game was, maybe it was the massive L the team needed to wake up and go absolutely ballistic.
Let's talk about Zubi. It seems this new role has turned him into a completely different animal. No one believed he had that in his locker.
He's got a knack for it, innit? Shooting from every angle in those dangerous areas. A player with that techers mustn't play too far from the goal. He's going to be a secret weapon for goals and assists. Because as much as he loves shooting, his ability to pick those short passes turns him into Arsenal's secret weapon for the title running. That Man United howler was an absolute blessing in disguise. Because we'd never have clocked that side of his game if he was still stuck in that tempo controlling phase at the base of midfield.
His position change has been a proper game changer for Arsenal recently. If you clock the goals he's scored in the last 2 games, they've been the openers that shifted the tide in our favour. It's a win-win for Arsenal as a team and Zubimendi as a player.
Our style is always to move the ball quickly. That's how we kill teams. We only use a tempo controller to see a game out.
That is a beautiful observation. I've clocked it as well. Our pattern has always been precision and intent.
That's why I said, I've got a feeling Arteta's about to rip the handbrake off. Because tempo controlling is a handbrake. You have the lion's share of possession, but you aren't threatening nobody. You give opponents the time to organise and regroup.
With this new role for Zubi, are we unlocking another Granit Xhaka profile? We all saw how devastating our attack was during the 2022-23 season.
To be honest, it'd be unfair to make the comparison. I'm seeing Zubimendi as more of a Gundogan than a Shaka. Shaka had a higher centre of gravity, big lad, little bit stiff. Zubimendi has a deceptive frame. Opponents look at him and think, he ain't got a finish in his locker, he's a passer, he's calm. But the truth, Zubi at the 6 and Zubi at the 8 are day and night. Zubi at the 8 strikes with brute force. Zubi at the 6 is calm like a stream. His goals catalogue this season is crazy.
You've given a perfect description of his persona in those 2 roles. When I watch the goals he's scored for us this season,
I'm actually seeing a replica of Aaron Ramsey's catalogue. Those crazy movements at the edge of the box. A proper 8 rather than a 6.
Exactly those strikes that hit you when you least expect it. He'll be crucial in the title running. I'm so glad Arteta made that call.
Speaking of calls, Victor Gyökeres. 3 goals in 2 games since the shift. People are saying he's hitting form because of the changes in the front line, that it could have been different with other players. That assist from Martinelli especially was the talking point.
Look, I don't want to talk about players, but quite frankly, if you're playing with a proper number 9, you have to be selfless. It's good to be ambitious, but don't be overly ambitious. If you're playing with a false 9, like Jesus or Kai Havertz, it's different. A false 9 moves out of the space to create a chance, drawing defenders away. But a proper 9, he goes into the space. That's where you find him. Once he's there, give him the ball. That's how you make your 9 prolific. I'm glad Martinelli is finally clocking it. Did you see that counter-attack? The second Martinelli got the edge, Victor moved in sync with him, staying on side, ready for the pass. That is proper striker movement. You feed him, he eats. The more volume he receives, the higher the conversion. And his hold-up play is getting better game by game. He's regaining his confidence at the right time Arsenal needs it.
Brilliant explanation. And I noticed one thing. When Havertz and Jesus were on the pitch together, we looked less threatening. Sunderland's defence seemed in control. The moment Gyökeres came on, they started panicking and we started hitting them.
Havertz and Jesus are both false 9s. They rarely stay in the space. They love roaming, getting involved in the build-up. You end up with overload in the final third, but nobody in the box. If you don't have a body in the box, you rely on shots from outside. That's why you saw Zubimendi first half goal. Shooting from distance was the best option. The fear factor might be the cause as well. You see, apart from Haaland, Gyökeres is the most feared striker in the EPL. He's a relentless presser. He never stops running. Starting Havertz and Jesus together is a mismatch. Same profile, different frames. I get it. Arteta is trying to split minutes, keep everyone fresh and active for the run-in, but tactically, it clashes.
So what you're saying is Havertz and Gyökeres, or Jesus and Gyökeres, but not Havertz and Jesus.
Exactly. You need the combination of a false 9 and a striker, or a creator and a killer. 2 false 9s don't work because they're too similar.
With Havertz being effective and Zubimendi blossoming, what do you think the future holds for the likes of Ødegaard and Eze?
First off, the reason we're still top of the league despite the injuries is squad depth. Could you imagine playing this many games without Shaka and Ødegaard and not collapsing? Everyone plays their part. But Ødegaard, look, he hasn't been in his best form, and it's down to him dropping too deep. He's the most technically gifted player we have in that dangerous space. But if he stops dropping deep, I hope the midfield reshuffle and Calafiori coming back sorts him out.
How does Calafiori's return affect Ødegaard's form positively? I don't quite get it, probably. Can you shed a bit of light on that?
It's simple mechanics. If Declan Rice is permanently back at the base, the 6, that means either Ødegaard or Zubi play the 8s. And that is if Havertz is starting as a supporting striker. Now, remember the Leeds game? When Ødegaard came on, he moved straight into that LCM channel. And as you know, Ricardo Calafiori is a multifaceted fullback. He can drive the ball into the interior or overlap. He forces the attack by moving the ball quickly into dangerous areas. He created that chance for Ødegaard to assist Jesus against Leeds because he's a ball driver. Having a driver at left back and a driver at the 6 reduces how often the LCM has to drop deep. It keeps Ødegaard high, receiving the ball where he can actually hurt people.
That is a wonderful dissection. So 13 games to go. We're facing an informed Brentford on Thursday, and they just beat Aston Villa.
In Newcastle at St James Park, a proper fortress to go get 3 points. It looks like a tough one. How do we approach it?
One game at a time, isn't it? Brentford are always a headache, form or no form. I don't think we need a special approach, but we need the approach Arteta has finally implemented. Rice at the base. Brentford are physical, mate. We need maximum protection for the back line. With Rice at 6, we're good to go against anyone.
And the front line, do we need a special lineup for the physical battle?
Of course, we have to go a bit physical and give their defence something to think about. We must maintain Havertz and Gyökeres front line. Put any winger you want with them, maybe Martinelli and Trossard or Noni in the mix, but that central combination is non-negotiable.
That's a solid lineup. Before we wrap up, any final words directly to the boss and the squad?
For Arteta, I've got nothing but admiration for the techniques he's implemented to give us a winning chance in every single scenario. The set pieces, the off the ball work ethic, it's different class. Because let's be honest, if you want to beat Pep City, you can't be normal. You have to be extraordinary. You have to be a bit of a freak in the details, and he is. And to the squad, believe that this is our year. We're the only team in this race with the experience to match City now. We've been here before. We know what the final hurdle looks like. We know how it feels to slip. Use that trauma, learn from it,